All right, so on your phone, there are a lot of apps you can use. Canva is one of them. Inside Canva, you can search for images and make them fit your needs. So in this case, this is a free image I found, so not on Canva Pro, but I'm going to go ahead and recolor it into my brand. So remember, we talk about find one app, and then pick a style, pick a color set. So for me, C2C stamping, the teals and the blues make sense. So I can end up customizing people's images to fit my needs. I can change the font, I can change the colors, and I can actually go in and, edit what it says. So this is a really great tool. You can use it on the computer or you can use it on your phone. But either way, easy to make some changes and some edits to pre-existing things. I like to make all of my social media graphics in square format. It just makes it easier instead of having to edit down a Facebook-sized image to fit into Instagram. So I tend to default to square. And I think I talked with you guys about that. I use square images to take photos as well because it's just a lot easier to use in Instagram and other places. And then you can download these as JPEGs. There are a lot of other apps that you can use as well. So one of the other, I'm saving this to camera roll, but one of the other apps that I like to use is Hyperlapse. So Hyperlapse is actually made by Meta, and it's a way for you to tape videos. So you can do card making videos. Remember, there's no sound associated with this. And then don't worry about this stabilization not supported, but you can choose how fast the replay is. So it hyper speeds it. Which is really cool because you can take a 5-minute video and speed it up into 30 seconds and post it as a reel, which is pretty cool. So a couple other apps that I like to use are Rona. So I was using Rona way before Canva came around. And it's an app that I'm really comfortable with. So I tend to go back to it when I'm feeling comfortable. You could use Rona or Canva or add watermark, any of those to do watermarking. But one of the things I like to do with Rona is take Stampin' Up! Images and edit them. So we talked a little bit about the fact that if you add a little bit of text to one of our Stampin' Up! Images that they give us in the marketing toolkits, then social media will read it as like a brand new image and the algorithm will give it preference. So people will actually see it. Because that's one of the things. You think that you're putting all this stuff out there and you're going to annoy people. But I'm telling you, maybe 1 or 2 in 10 are going to see what you actually post. So you're not annoying people, I promise. One of the other apps I use is Live Collage. Live Collage helps me make fun little collage pictures from lots of different photos. I'm actually going to use this for like tax-free weekend. So I downloaded a bunch of the things that are going to be tax-free. In this case, I'm just picking a bunch of color guard pictures. But then you can add text and font on top of this. Again, any one of these apps would serve you well. You don't have to use them all. Play around. Find one you like. Find one that you know how to work and you can figure it out. Some of them have buttons that are in frustrating places. Maybe they're drag and drop or their text editing is a little frustrating. Maybe they don't have a font you want. So find the one that works for you. For me, these are the ones that work for me, and I do kind of mix it up between them. But again, I've been doing this for 11 years. I've been using Rona and probably picked Live Collage for probably 10 years. Canva just came into my orbit in the last couple of years, and that's actually because of work. So I did have an old watermarking app that I used to use. I'm now using Add Watermark, ADD Watermark. I actually really like it, and one of the reasons I like it is that it remembers my watermark. My old watermark app wouldn't remember it, so I had to copy and paste it in every single time, which was annoying. This one actually remembers your watermark, which is cool. I would say you want to have your name, you want to have the images and the copyright symbol for Stampin' Up, and you probably want to have your web address or your email address or some way where people can contact you. That's really important. So make sure that that's there. Make sure that you've picked a font that's pretty legible, and that when you do watermark something, you are doing it, in a high enough contrast format. Now, this is impossible to see, so this is not a good example. And I do, I really do need to be better about watermarking more of my photos when I'm putting them out there. So this is one of my goals for the next couple of months. Hopefully this is all helpful to you. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.